since NFL's almost over. But I want to start this first with my sound off. A favorite topic of yours. We got to give it up to the GOAT, man.
Oh God,
Thomas
Jesus
Edward
Christ.
Patrick Brady Jr. Now, just to let him know, he's a Jets fan. He's he's a Jets fan, so I know I'm gonna get the love out before you get hate.
It's no hate, but yeah, do what you do.
Because I'm fine. It's equal opportunity. I literally buried Aaron Rodgers on this show last week. I literally buried him.
I love it.
So shout out to everybody. That was like one of my most watched Twitter clips. I think we hit 6,000 on Twitter. So I appreciate y'all. Yes, Aaron Rodgers, if you're watching it, it is personal. So keep it how you want. But anyway, my favorite football player, Tom Brady, called it a career this week. Of course, it came out over the weekend. Adam Schefter, Jeff Darlington said he's calling it quits. You know how Brady is. Brady wanted to tell people himself. His dad came out, my son's not retiring. And, they kind of have Schefter on the Summer Jam screen for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to see if he was going to, do it or not. What was funny to me about Brady, he got his podcast with Jim Gray and what's my man name? He played in Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald. Let's Go podcast. He's basically on there saying it's a day-to-day thing. I don't know yet. The next morning, he don't even put out a press release. He go on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna do a 7-page slide, which had no mention of the Patriots, by the way. Like, he's still treating them like a baby mama, but
Yeah.
But long story short, man, I wanna give a shout out to the guy who my first ever Super Bowl party I threw was the 2001 Super Bowl, which of course was February 02.
Was that McNabb or was that
No, that was
Mahomes?
One.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
the Rams.
Yeah,
Okay,
the Rams.
yeah.
The one
Okay,
where Brady became Brady.
Got you.
And I was in 7th grade. I threw my first ever Super Bowl party. I was really excited about that.
Did y'all have hot wings?
I had hot wings at the hole, and my mom cooked.
Nice.
When you in 7th grade, you got your own
That's
party.
a big deal. That's a big deal.
I was big shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people was trying to get invited, and my mom was like, "You gotta invite your whole class." I was like, "I don't like all of them."
Nah, it can't be the whole class.
Can't be the whole class. It was about, I'd say, probably like 15, 20 of us.
That's fire.
15, 20, 7th graders is a lot. So I gotta give props to my parents for dealing with us for a night.
they stepped up to the plate on that one. Yeah.
That means I had good grades that year because my mom, my mom's a teacher, so if I had some bad grades, that definitely wasn't gonna happen. But that was my first Super Bowl party, and I remember they won. I picked the Patriots just because everybody's picking the Rams.
Right.
And me, I like to go the other side a lot of times. And so I watched it, and I was just I instantly became a fan. Just off rip. And here I am. I was 13.
So the funny thing about that is, again, I had the opposite experience of watching that Super Bowl because, one, I loved that greatest show on turf Rams team, because I loved the receivers and I loved Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk is one of my, and probably in my top 5 favorite football players of all time because he could just do everything that you needed a back to do. Block the hell out of people. Obviously an incredible running back, patience, vision, all of that. And then the receiver, he's probably the greatest receiver out of the backfield in the history of the sport, right?
Yeah, and that's when the time where running backs weren't catching.
Right, exactly, 100%. And then, of course, Isaac Bruce, sick. Torrey Holt, sick. I even messed with Oz Hakeem, the white boy Ricky Prohl.
Ricky Prohl's a throwback.
Yeah. They were incredible on Madden, right? And then, so I remember that season because people don't remember this, but I do because I'm a Jets fan. Drew Bledsoe got hurt against the Jets.
Y'all started it.
Yes. Mo Lewis knocked Drew Bledsoe out the game.
Yeah.
And I feel like Belichick never really liked Bledsoe. Yeah. Parcells never really liked Bledsoe.
But Parcells was, I think Parcells was Drew guy. Remember, didn't he bring Drew to Dallas?
He did, but Parcells likes people that he knows.
That's true. Yeah.
He brought Keyshawn in. Yep. He always brings his old dudes. I feel like somebody else was he always brings his old dudes back to wherever he's at. Anyway, it gave Belichick the reason to sit Drew Bledsoe, and the rest was history. Of course, the freaking Tuck game, Tuck rule happened right before. I was just like, yo, this team will not freaking die. And I remember, everybody remembers this, but I remember when Madden was like, yo, I don't know why they're trying to score here. Just take your OT and keep it pushing. And, of course, leads them down, the field goal, the whole thing. It was awful, and then it just never freaking stopped.
But that's why it's got to be like Aaron Rodgers. At least I can have the benefit of he's only won one championship.
No, yeah, but
Brady's been like I feel like if I was a Jets fan, couldn't stand him either.
But and the thing about the Brady Super Bowls, like there's really not been any. They dominated the Rams basically. The when they played Jared Goff, but they only scored 13 points. But like, they could have lost the first Rams, could have lost to the Eagles, could have lost to Carolina. Yep. They damn near lost to Seattle. Should have lost to like all of these games have been so excruciating. That's the
only one where they actually exerted their dominance was against Philly in the first time. With Donovan though, because Donovan is a quitter.
Even that ended up being like they ended up losing by like 3 points or something like that.
Yeah,
or whatever it was.
It was a garbage time touchdown.
Sure, that's fair. They beat them up. Sure, but like Seattle, I remember being at my boy Matty P's crib for that, and I was just like, they about to be finished. Like Beast Mode about to kill him. And I was like, wow. I was speechless.
Yeah, that was my
when
first
that
Super Bowl
interception
in LA.
got thrown.
My first Super Bowl in LA, we had it in my apartment. It was me, Thomas, and Fav. And sounds like, oh, Brady, we got him now.
Oh,
and we could not believe they threw the ball.
And another thing that I always tell the story, I'll never get tired of it. My greatest sports moment as a fan ever that I ever experienced is 18-1. I've never been more happy. I have never felt more joy from the result of a sporting event than 18-1. Like, and I hate the Giants. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things like when you have another team in your city, like with you and the Cubs, you never want to see anything positive happen to them.
When the Cubs won, the Cubs played the Indians. Well, let me clarify that. The Guardians. I got to clarify that. When they played the Guardians in the World Series of 2016, I was conflicted. I hate the Cubs, and Cleveland's in my division. They've been kicking the White Sox. I was like, can Bane just show up and we don't get nothing?
Right. Like, that's exactly the same thing. Yeah.
So it's like when Rajay Davis hit that home run, and I felt for my mom. I was like, you know what? It's just too much suffering for anybody. I don't.
Yeah. You were like, all right, at least my mother will be happy.
Right, exactly. She called me crying. I was like, okay. Okay, I get it. But the downside was Cub fans started talking like the Yankees after that.
They really started going crazy, didn't they?
It go crazy. So I can only imagine. 18-1 was probably the only time I didn't root for them because I bet money on the Giants.
Oh wow!
It was my first year in college, and
that's awesome.
I had this bet with this white boy in my class. I don't even know how it happened, but they were so like, I was like, you know what, fuck, the Giants winning.
Yeah,
I'm putting up 50.
That was great. I'll never forget that Plaxico touchdown pass. It's like in my mind's eye, that cornerback falling on the ground, like, and I just like I'm like, oh my God, this is actually really going to happen.
Yeah,
because if they would have went 19-0, that like we'd still be hearing about that 19-0.
And that's what. Have you seen any of the Man of the Arena? It's like kind of like Brady's little last dance.
Nah, come on.
I don't know why
I'm not watching that, bro.
Yeah, just take a wild guess how many times I've watched it already. Like
three times.
It's around there. It's around there. I'm waiting for episode 10. What's around there? So the episode they have on the 07 season, he said, man, I would give up like 2 rings to have 07.
Because it was just so perfect.
It was just so perfect. And even now, like with all the high-flying offense that we see, I've never seen a better offense than that 07 game, bro. Like,
the crazy thing is, like, and I always tell people this, like, I'm at a point in my age now where I can admit that Brady is better than Manning, right? Whatever. But I was a Manning guy though.
I feel you. It took me a long time to admit LeBron's better than Kobe, but
I was a Manning guy, right? Yeah. Like I was a Manning guy, and what happened was like Brady was like, look, Bill, like I've gotten to the point where I have a mastery of the game, right? Just like Peyton Manning, because early in Brady's career, they wasn't doing all of this.
That's why I said Brady wasn't really Brady till like 06.
Yeah, exactly.
He was very system quarterback.
Yeah, he was. And Bill was like, yo, we're doing this ball control shit. Yeah. This is like, you're not going to be that guy. But Manning, by the time 07 happened, Manning for a few years, he had that like 48 touchdown season. Then he did 44. Then it was just like.
And then the playoffs came and he became Matthew Stafford before this year. We'll get to that later.
Sure. But Brady was just like, look, like I have a mastery of the game, fam. Just get me some damn tools and watch what I do. Yeah. And then in 07, they got Randy Moss, and it was just like
it's like Randy
ridiculous.
Moss is the like. There's a few players as a Bears fan who like I wanted a Randy Moss jersey so bad.
Right. But you just couldn't embarrass yourself.
No. I want my mom. When mom said we a Bears house, you're not getting the Vikings jersey.
Oh, you wanted it?
Yeah, I wanted it. I didn't care.
No.
I said I want to. Randy Moss is my guy. Like even today,
yeah.
I love Devontae Adams.
Right.
And it makes me feel so dirty.
He's a dope player to watch.
But I love
sure.
Devontae. Like and so like it was that kind of thing. Was like I wanted Moss to win one, but it was just like we always say in all the shows you've been on. I like being right. Being right.
Yeah. Being right is more important than everything.
Than a lot of things. So it's like
yeah.
I was like I picked the Giants this game, so it's all good. And they bounced back. And like we talking about how Brady was the first 3 championships. That defense was another level.
Yeah.
The last 3 with New England, the offense was the carry.
Sure.
Was the carry. The defense.
Except for against the Rams.
Yeah.
Jared Goff. Every defense could look like world beaters against that fool.
I want to thank Sean McVay for giving Jared Goff to the NFC North. That's 2 wins off rip every year. So I appreciate that.
Oh my goodness.
We'll wrap this segment up. But I just want to say salute to the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it's going to be like to watch football without him. It's going to be weird.
You know what I will say about Brady, and we can get off of it, is that unlike a lot of his predecessors, he's not an attention whore.
No, he's not.
Like straight up and down. He got the Instagram and Twitter and would post a little thing before because it's like they're like, yo, bro, you have a brand.
Yeah.
You're a celebrity.
Yeah.
You need to pitch it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, he's not like a spotlight dude. He's not an attention whore. All of his teammates.
You're not going to see it on Saturday Night Live like you see Peyton last.
Nah.
Yeah. And I don't even think Peyton's an attention whore.
Nah, but he's
Peyton's
just good
funny.
at it.
Yeah, Peyton's funny.
Yeah, he's good at it.
I didn't know Eli was funny either.
Yeah, but all of Brady's teammates have nothing but the utmost respect for say amazing things about him. They all love him. So you got to give him that. It's just, man.
I understand as a Jets fan. Like, my thing with Rodgers was, my biggest issue with Rodgers up until this year when he decided to, talk, was that I just had issue with his uniform. Like, I legit hate Brett Favre. Like, it's like a human being. like, I don't like that guy. Like, Rodgers, when he goes to another team, out of sight, out of mind. I'm not going to care. He can win as many championships as he wants. I don't give a damn.
No matter where he goes, you hate him.
I hate him forever. Like, my greatest pleasure, and when I become a homeowner, I love that the Bears retired him. In 2010, when they won the North, and Brian Urlacher knocked them out, stood over him, and they had to carry him out of the game. I'm getting that. Like,
you getting that frame?
I'm getting that frame when I become a homeowner. It was perfect. But salute to Brady, man.